So one of the viewers was asking about how much stirring creates for agitation as opposed to the pour speed. So let's do two different experiments and see which one affects more. So this is just going to be a very quick pour. We're looking to pour everything within 40 seconds. 20 grams of beans, 300 grams of water. And we're going to, instead of letting the pour do the work, we're going to let the stirring do the work. You'll notice that the first drips kind of came out quite quickly. I don't know if you can see from the video, but I can see it, it's quite light. And you'll see that. So there's the finished coffee. It looks quite nice. Total brewed out, 254. So we have a 14.6% extraction. So this is the second brew. Everything's the same, except I won't be stirring. And I'll be pouring much slower this time. The goal is to show how much agitation the pour actually creates. If you target all the floating grinds on the top, you can get a much higher extraction just by doing that. And a slow pour. I think the slow pour is very important, especially at the beginning. You want your bed depth to be very shallow, not very wide. The problem with a faster pour is you're going to have a high bed. And so the water just kind of passes through since the coffee is not sinking down to create resistance for extraction. So a slower pour, especially at the beginning, creates a lot more resistance when you're pouring, just even because the bed depth alone is going to be much more shallow. So this is without stirring, and we'll see what it's like. Now normally I like to stir at the top, especially with a single pour, because it brings down a lot of the grinds. The edges from here you can see will not sink, therefore they'll probably be under extracted, but I still expect a higher extraction from this than from the first brew. Coffee grams in, 20. It went from 1.15 to 1.55 at 256. The extraction is already much higher, so you can see how a slow pour beats a fast pour. Cheers.